Now, scientists are hailing a major discovery, a new planet which they've called Proxima B. At just 4 light years away, it's relatively close to us. It's roughly the same size as Earth, and because it's just the right distance away from its star, it could be the right temperature to have liquid water and possibly life.
Life has been found on Proxima B. The James Webb Telescope has detected something unimaginable. This Earth-like planet, orbiting the red dwarf star Proxima Centauri, could be hiding life in its harsh, radiation-filled environment. Scientists are stunned by the discovery. The conditions on Proxima B are wild, unpredictable, and yet seem capable of supporting life. Let us uncover the secrets of Proxima B, a place where life might thrive against all odds. Potential for life under harsh skies. Proxima B is the superstar here. It's a rocky exoplanet orbiting a red dwarf. It's 20 times closer to its star than Earth is to the Sun, meaning it has a year that's just 11 days long. But because the star is a red dwarf, the planet still falls in the habitable zone, meaning it's got a shot at having liquid water on its surface. But here's the twist. There's something about Proxima B that could change everything we thought we knew about habitable worlds. Once we pass through the asteroid belt with millions of chunks of space rock, we're on our way out of the solar system, heading towards the icy outer planets. Uranus and Neptune are the cold giants with mysterious storms and rings, looking like they've been dipped in a cosmic vat of blue ink. These giants are fascinating, sure, but our true target is much further out. But space is unpredictable, and there's still so much we don't understand. Flares, radiation, unpredictable orbits, all of these can make or break the habitability of this world. Even if it turns out to be lifeless, just knowing there's a rocky world next door that's remotely similar to ours is incredibly exciting. It's a sign that Earth-like planets could be more common than we think, and where there are Earth-like planets, there could be life. If Proxima Centauri, just 4 light years away, has multiple planets, then what about all the other stars in the universe? Are we really alone, or are there countless worlds teeming with life, just waiting to be discovered? This exoplanet might not have the answers, but it could be the first step towards figuring it all out. One thing's for sure, as long as there's space to explore, humanity will keep looking up and wondering what's out there. If this planet does have an atmosphere, and if it manages to hang on to it, then we have to consider what that atmosphere might look like. It might be made up of gases like carbon dioxide, nitrogen, and perhaps even traces of water vapor. This kind of atmosphere could create a greenhouse effect, trapping heat and allowing liquid water to exist on the surface. However, the constant radiation from the star could make the surface conditions much harsher than those on Earth. It could be more like an alien greenhouse, a thick cloud-covered world where the sun never truly sets, thanks to tidal locking. Even if the surface of this exoplanet is bombarded with radiation and hostile to life, underground oceans might provide a safe haven. Here on Earth, we see extremophiles, organisms that thrive in extreme environments, like deep-sea hydrothermal vents or inside rocks kilometers beneath the surface. If similar forms of life exist there, they might be hiding deep beneath the surface in environments shielded from the relentless radiation above. The search for life on Proxima B is also fueled by the tantalizing possibility that we aren't just looking for microbial life. What if the conditions allow for something more complex? Though it's all speculation, it's scenarios like these that push scientists to keep searching. Imagine oceans teeming with alien fish-like creatures, or even more advanced life forms adapted to the constant twilight of the Terminator line. The discovery of even the simplest forms of life would be groundbreaking, as it would suggest that life can emerge in a much wider range of conditions than we previously thought. When it comes to exploring Proxima Centauri, the Breakthrough Starshot initiative represents a bold attempt at reaching the stars. The idea of launching tiny, lightweight spacecraft towards the Proxima system sounds almost like science fiction. These nano-sized probes, equipped with cameras and sensors, could provide the first close-up glimpses of the alien worlds orbiting our nearest star. To get them there, Breakthrough Starshot envisions using powerful laser beams to push these tiny crafts to speeds of up to 20% of the speed of light. At such speeds, they could reach Proxima Centauri in just over 20 years, sending back data and images of the planets. The probes need to be light enough to reach those incredible speeds, but also sturdy enough to withstand collisions with tiny particles of space dust that could destroy them at such velocities. Then there's the challenge of aiming a laser with enough precision to hit a target over 4 light years away. And once the probes arrive, how do we get their data back to Earth? The signals would be incredibly weak after traveling such a vast distance. But scientists are working on solutions for these hurdles. If successful, breakthrough Starshot could change our understanding of our place in the cosmos. Next, let's explore Proxima B's atmosphere. Could it support life? The mystery of Proxima B's atmosphere. Beyond breakthrough Starshot, there are other ways humanity could investigate this exoplanet. Future telescopes, both on the ground and in space, are being designed to detect the atmospheres of exoplanets. By studying the light passing through these atmospheres, scientists can determine their chemical makeup. If they find gases like oxygen, methane, or other compounds that on Earth are associated with life, it would be a strong indication that something interesting is happening. The James Webb Space Telescope, for instance, is one of the tools that might one day be able to analyze the atmosphere of this planet in detail. Considering how Proxima Centauri is part of a triple star system, it's possible that interactions between the three stars could also play a role in shaping the conditions on this world. The gravitational dance between Alpha Centauri A, Alpha Centauri B, and Proxima Centauri is complex, and any planets orbiting one of these stars would be affected by the presence of the others. Such gravitational interactions could have significant impacts on a planet's climate and orbital stability, further complicating the question of habitability. Then there's the question of Proxima C. This planet, much further out than its rocky sibling, is likely a gas giant, possibly with a system of moons. It's well beyond the habitable zone, but it could still be fascinating in its own right. If it has moons similar to Jupiter's Europa or Saturn's Enceladus, with subsurface oceans beneath an icy crust, there could be places where life might exist, even so far from the warmth of the star. The discovery of such moons around Proxima C would add another layer of intrigue to this already fascinating star system. The sheer complexity of the Proxima Centauri system makes it a prime candidate for future exploration. The fact that it's the closest star system to our own means it's the best place to start looking for alien life. If we find signs of life here, it would suggest that life might be common throughout the galaxy, cropping up wherever conditions are right. On the other hand, if this exoplanet turns out to be barren, it doesn't mean we should give up. It just means we need to keep looking. The discovery of this planet is just the beginning. It's a reminder that the universe is vast, and we've only just started to scratch the surface of what's out there. The fact that there's a potentially habitable planet just 4 light-years away gives us hope that there could be many more waiting to be discovered. The exploration of these neighboring stars could one day answer one of humanity's most profound questions. Are we alone? Until we know for sure, all we can do is keep looking, keep dreaming, and keep pushing the boundaries of what we know. This exoplanet might be a rocky, barren world, or it could be a thriving ecosystem unlike anything we've ever seen. Whatever the case, it represents a new frontier, a symbol of the endless possibilities that lie beyond our sky. And as long as there are new frontiers to explore, humanity will continue its journey, reaching out into the darkness, hoping to find that we are not alone in the cosmos. Imagine you're looking up at the sky, wondering if anyone is out there. Well, what if I told you that a tiny Earth-like planet, just over 4 light-years away, might be home to some kind of life? This mysterious planet orbiting the red dwarf star called Proxima Centauri has everyone, including those folks behind the James Webb Telescope, a little more excited than usual. Why? Because this isn't just any old hunk of space rock. This is a place that has all the weird and wild conditions that might just mean something is alive there. Let's take a ride through what makes this planet so fascinating and why it's flipping our whole idea of where life can thrive upside down. Proxima B is close, like really close in space terms. 4 light-years might sound like a lot, but it's a quick hop compared to the rest of the galaxy. And not just that, it sits in the Goldilocks zone of its solar system, that sweet spot where it's not too hot and not too cold for liquid water to exist. Except here's the twist. It orbits a red dwarf star that's smaller and much, much angrier than our sun. We're talking constant solar flares and radiation blasts. This is no peaceful neighborhood, but somehow this rocky world manages to hang in there, making scientists wonder if maybe, just maybe, life isn't as picky as we thought. Our search for extraterrestrial life was pretty narrow-minded. We were obsessed with finding another Earth, somewhere with the same kind of weather, air, and comfy temperatures. But then this planet showed up and challenged us to think bigger. Even though it's in a region where water could theoretically be hanging around, it's also bathed in a lot of nasty radiation from its star. Not exactly a day at the beach. Still, scientists are reconsidering what kinds of places could host life. Maybe what we're looking for doesn't need sunny skies and ocean breezes. Maybe life can exist in the harshest of environments like deep underground or in hidden oceans. We've got extremophiles, tiny creatures that love living in places so extreme, it's a wonder they're not just angry all the time. They thrive in underwater volcanic vents, places boiling with heat and pressure that would crush most life forms, or places with high radiation that would make your hair fall out. Those extremophiles show us that life can adapt. It's stubborn, creative, and willing to take on crazy challenges. Now take that idea and apply it to this exoplanet. Maybe life there is tucked away, hiding underground to escape the punishing solar flares. Maybe it's in the dark, adapting to the crazy conditions that we think are hopeless. This is where the James Webb Space Telescope comes in. JWST is kind of like a super detective that's spying on this world without even getting close. It's using the light that comes from Proxima Centauri, filtering through the possible atmosphere. By studying that light, JWST might pick up hints of gases like water vapor or methane, stuff that might point to some kind of biological activity. It's no easy task, though. The star's flares make things messy, like trying to listen to a whisper in a loud room full of people shouting. But the potential reward is huge. Even a hint of these gases could mean there's something living there, doing its thing in conditions we can barely imagine. And it's not just scientists dreaming about this planet. There are also some pretty wild plans to visit it. Ever heard of the Breakthrough Starshot project? The idea is to send tiny probes, no bigger than a cell phone, to Proxima Centauri. They'd be attached to sails and pushed by lasers, like some kind of space-age sailboats, to go really, really fast. We're talking 1/5 of the speed of light. These probes could reach this exoplanet in a couple of decades and snap some close-up pictures, giving us a first glimpse of this strange world. It's still a concept for now, but imagine actually seeing what's out there instead of just guessing from millions of miles away. The more we learn about Proxima B, the more questions we have. What else could it be hiding? The paradoxes of Proxima B. Proxima B doesn't just have scientists wondering about little microbes or bacteria. There's also a whisper of hope about technosignatures, evidence of advanced technology, or even alien civilizations. Imagine finding a signal, a structure, or something that shows there's more out there than just lonely planets and empty rocks. It's a long shot, sure, but the very possibility keeps pushing scientists to look, to wonder if maybe, just maybe, we're not alone in the universe. The discovery of this exoplanet is a game changer. It's forcing everyone to rethink what we think we know about where life can exist. Instead of looking for another Earth with beaches and blue skies, maybe we need to be looking at twilight zones, underground caves, or places with boiling oceans. This planet might be far from our idea of paradise, but it's teaching us that life could find a way to exist in places that are harsh, extreme, and downright terrifying. Whether or not we ever find a single living thing here, the fact that it even exists at all makes the universe feel just a little more full of potential and makes us all the more eager to keep searching beyond our little corner of space. The more we learn about this planet, the more we realize just how much we don't know about the universe. Every new discovery about this tiny world opens up a whole new set of questions. Could there be subsurface oceans under layers of ice, protected from the radiation above? Could volcanic activity deep within the planet provide the energy needed for some kind of ecosystem to survive, similar to the way volcanic vents on Earth's ocean floor support complex communities of life? These are the kinds of questions that keep scientists up at night, and they're the reason why this exoplanet is such an exciting target for future exploration. We're not necessarily talking about little green men or advanced alien civilizations with spaceships. More likely, if life exists, it would be simple, microbial life, organisms that can endure extreme conditions. On Earth, microbes have been found deep underground, miles beneath the surface, where they survive on chemicals like hydrogen and sulfur. These tough little life forms have no need for sunlight. They thrive in total darkness. If this world has underground environments shielded from the deadly radiation of its star, Similar microbes might be eking out a living there, far from the hostile surface. We also need to think about the impact of Proxima Centauri's frequent stellar flares. These flares are a double-edged sword. On the one hand, they pose a significant threat to the stability of any atmosphere, potentially stripping it away and making the surface inhospitable. On the other hand, these flares might provide the energy needed to spark chemical reactions in the atmosphere or on the surface, reactions that could potentially lead to the formation of complex organic molecules, the building blocks of life. It's a paradoxical situation. The same energy that threatens life might also help create it. One of the major unknowns is whether this exoplanet has a significant atmosphere at all. Without an atmosphere, any surface water would quickly evaporate or freeze, and the planet would be exposed to unfiltered radiation from its star. However, if it has managed to retain a thick atmosphere, it could potentially circulate heat around the planet, making even the night side more temperate. This kind of atmospheric circulation would be crucial for any chance of habitability, as it could prevent the extremes of temperature that come from being tidally locked. Whether it has this kind of atmosphere is still an open question, but it's one that the James Webb Space Telescope and other future missions might be able to help answer. If there is a magnetic field, that could be another game changer. A magnetic field could protect the atmosphere from being stripped away by stellar winds and flares. On Earth, our magnetic field is what keeps our atmosphere in place and shields us from harmful solar radiation. If this exoplanet has a similar protective shield, it could dramatically increase the chances that life could survive there. However, generating a magnetic field requires a molten metallic core, and we simply don't know enough about its interior to say whether this is the case. It's yet another mystery that makes this little planet so intriguing. This exoplanet also raises questions about the possibility of more complex life forms. If conditions are right for microbial life, could more advanced organisms eventually evolve? It's a difficult question to answer, especially given the challenges posed by Proxima Centauri's volatile nature. Evolution on Earth has been driven by a relatively stable climate and a protective atmosphere, both of which this planet might lack. However, life is nothing if not adaptable. If the environment is stable enough for long periods, it's possible that simple life could, over millions or billions of years, evolve into more complex forms. This is pure speculation at this point, but it's an exciting possibility that keeps researchers looking. The search for technosignatures, evidence of advanced alien technology, is another aspect of the study of this world that captures the imagination. It's one thing to look for microbes or simple life forms, but the idea that we might find evidence of an advanced civilization is something that pushes the boundaries of what we consider possible. Scientists have begun scanning Proxima Centauri for unusual radio signals, patterns, or other anomalies that could indicate the presence of an intelligent civilization. While nothing definitive has been found yet, the search is ongoing, and the mere possibility of detecting another civilization is enough to inspire a new generation of scientists and explorers. Could Proxima B truly harbor life, or is it just another lifeless rock? Let us know your thoughts below, and don't forget to like, subscribe for more.